Making big bolstead bucks. New business blues. Who here has ever wanted to start their own business? Mr. Bolstead asked, raising his own hand. I looked around, but only one or two people in class had their hands up, including Shirley Hammond in the front row. She was such a teacher's pet. I always wanted to design and sell my own dolls, she said, her hands still waving in the air. I want to be a millionaire by the time I'm 15. Mr. Bolstead laughed and said, well, little Miss Enthusiasm, you are going to get your chance because your assignment for this unit is to start your own business. Shirley almost squealed with delight, but I heard more than one groan in the classroom. And to admit, it sounded like a lot of work. It would be a lot more, but as much fun as when we had to memorize the multiplication tables. Here's the deal, Mr. Bolstead began. We are going to set up our own mini economy that will teach you the basics of how capitalism works. Who can give me an example of a capitalist country? The United States, I ventured. Very good, Leo. In the United States, businesses are owned by private citizens or corporations and compete against one another on free market for consumers. We all stared blankly at Mr. Bolstead, wondering what foreign language he had started speaking. Even Shirley looked a little confused behind her smile. Don't worry, it will all make sense soon enough. You'll be breaking into 6 groups of 3, and each group will be starting its own business. You have a week to prepare your goods and services, which you will then sell during this period next Friday. Each group will set up a booth in the gym. A group. Mr. Bolstead reached behind him and pulled a blue piece of paper about the size of a dollar bill, with Quincy written in next to a small picture of himself. As you know, you get stars on the tour wall every time you help out teachers or janitors, he said. You probably didn't know that every student in school will get 1 bolstead buck for every star. They will be using these bolstead bucks to buy your goods and services next Friday. The business that makes the most money will get to have a pizza party. It was like the sound that a few people even applauded. Mr. Bolstead separated us into groups, and of course it ended up with Shirley Hammond. Our group also has Marcus Tyler, who was very funny, except he never did his homework. I'm the manager here, and you guys better work hard, Shirley hissed at us. I'm not going to let you ruin my chance of being millionaire. You know it's not real money, right? Marcus asked. I don't care. I want to prove that I can run my own business, and you two better not get in my way. Yes, ma'am, Colonel Ham, your confidence of us is duly noted. Uncle Jing jabbed Shirley's nasty name. I attempted not to laugh, but failed. Shirley tossed her hair, so she crossed her arms and leaned back in her chair. It's going to be a long week. Supply and demand. Mr. Bolstead handed each group 5 $20 bolstead bucks and list of items. This is your capital, 100 bolstead bucks, he explained, what you will use to start your business. I'm giving you this seed money as an investor. I'm putting money into your business because I believe in all of you and because I hope to make a profit in the end. Think of this money as a small business loan, and the extra 20 bolstead bucks you'll pay me after this is all over as interest. Shirley quickly scribbled some numbers on her notepad and said, a 20% interest rate? That's ridiculous. Well, I'm the only bank in town. Take it or leave it, Mr. Bolstead replied. She slumped back down her seat. The first thing you need is a good or service to sell, said Mr. Bolstead. You spend the rest of the class of figuring out what it is. Keep in mind that you have to make something people want to buy and are willing to pay for. If the consumers don't want to buy what you're selling, or if they're not willing to pay the price you're asking, you're not going to make any money. Does this make sense? Yep, says the furiously scribbling notes. No, like I said. Okay, who's like pizza? Mr. Bolstead asked. Everyone raised their hand. What's your favorite pizza place? They called out a name of many different restaurants. As everyone likes and wants pizza, there's a high demand. If the town only had one pizza place, there wouldn't be much supply, and people would probably be willing to pay more for the pizza. However, we have many pizza places, which means that supply pizza has probably matched or exceeded the demand. What does that mean? She waved her hand. Mr. Bolstead nodded toward her. Pizza costs less, she exclaimed. Yep. Pizza costs less because people know there are other pizza places to eat at. And the prices there might be cheaper. And pizza places are competing to get customers by having good food and low prices. But they still need to make a profit, which means prices can only go so low. Now, some places might get charged more at the pizza, and people will pay it because they prefer more expensive pizza to the cheaper pizza. This means you might be able to charge a little more, but the better pizzas probably have more expensive ingredients, which eat into the profits. Marcus Rowan mumbled. Too much information. Also, keep your costs in mind, as the bolster continued, because you have to pay to make these products, not only in money, but also in time. If you make something that only costs a few cents, but takes 4 hours to put together, it might not be profitable in the end. You'll be paid out profit you make. We'll talk about your profit later. There's a lot to keep in mind, Marcus said, and I had to agree. What to make? Mr. Bolstead explained how we had to make a product out of items listed on sheets he'd given us, and the items listed and how the price and amount of each item was listed beside it. Oh, fantastic! I adore math, he said. Marcus rolled his eyes and said, Of course you do. We design paper dolls, she said, ignoring Marcus. Papers and markers are really cheap on this list, and dolls be absolutely adorable little families. Each could be handmade and special, and everyone will love them. We'll sell 1 million and be a sensation. I'm spending next week coloring cute dollies, Marcus said. I don't think they will work. I agreed, but decided to take a more tactful approach. It would take forever to make all those dolls by hand. Do either of you have a better idea? Shelley asked. I examined the list. It looked like a normal list of school supplies. 4 bolstead bucks for a box of 500 paper clips. 3 bolstead bucks for 100 sheets of paper. 5 bolstead bucks for a box of 12 markers. And so on. The next page had art supplies, such as paints and brushes, construction paper and glue, which were slightly more expensive. The last page read like a grocery list. 5 bolstead bucks for dozen eggs, 4 bolstead bucks for a gallon of milk, 4 bolstead bucks for a pound of sugar. We have a lot to choose from, I said. Let me have a look. I said, and grabbed the list from me. He looked at it for a moment, but not long enough to actually read it. We should make totally awesome skateboards. We don't know how to make skateboards, she said. You could learn this school after all. I guess there's no way we can learn how to make enough skateboards to sell. Plus, none of the stuff we need is on the list, I said. Then we sell instructions on how to make a skateboard. Even better, snowboards are like skateboards because of wheels, so they're going to be easier. The conversation went on. But with three of us tossing around idea after idea, when class ended, we are no closer to attention. Say Bảo. Right. All the other groups have decided. See đấy, Bảo. But with three of us, all the other groups have decided what they were going to sell, and each left smiling about a secret money maker. Our group left grumbling after agreeing that each of us would bring our top 3 ideas till recess the next day. Inspiration. By the time recess rolled around next day, I was still no closer to having a good idea. Marcus came with plans for a snowboard, which was a drawing of him with a mohawk, staying on a plank of wood that was strapped around snow boots. I knew you two wouldn't come through, so I was sticking my hand. It's a good thing I always do my homework. But 3 ideas are paper dolls, and paper dolls. So you couldn't think of anything new either, I said. It's a good idea. Sully said. Seriously, guys, people would pay for this, Michael said, admiring his drawing. We need to think of something that students really want. Something they can't get at school, I said. It's supply and demand. I looked around and saw people eating fruit and vegetables on the playground. Last year, the school had removed all of the candy vending machines. And now students had to buy fruit and vegetables from the lunch ladies and try to sneak candy past teachers in their backpacks. How much would you give for some candy? And it's just one day. And it's anything. Like I said, I miss sugar. I think I have a product. It's not as good as paper dolls. When we both agree, I guess I'm overruled. Said I was struck, though I could tell she thought it was a really good idea too. First, we had to figure out what kind of candy we were going to make. Include some ideas of simple desserts we have made with our parents, and end up choosing peppermint patties. Mostly because Sally could remember the recipe. She scribbled them down when we entered to math class. To figure out just how much we could make with our 100 bolstead bucks. Too much money. Marcus and I were walking into class that afternoon when Sunny pulled us aside. We have money left over, he said, and told us how much. What else we spend on? Our booths should look professional. I was remarking, like an advertising and stuff. Good idea. I said, squeeze, you have enough left over for decorations. I took a quick look at the list, and 3 bolstead bucks for 100 sheets of paper jumped at me. Hey, why don't we print a recipe and sell it too? We printed 4 recipes per sheet and sold them. 1 bolstead box will be rolling in it. So I scribbled on a sheet and said, we also need to put the mints in something. So I'll order some plastic bags. And look at that. We have just enough to buy some food coloring to make the mints different colors. How to make a profit. At the end of class, we handed out lists of supplies, along with our 5 blue bolstead bucks, to Mr. Bolstead. The next day, we came to class and found about supplies at each group's desk. Looking around, I saw that one of the other group has brought nothing but decorations, and others just stacks and stacks of papers. I couldn't get a good look at rest before Mr. Bolstead started to peek. Quiet down, everyone. I know it's very exciting, but I still have a class to teach. He waited until class fell quiet before beginning. Now that you have what your business plans to sell, let's talk about pricing and profit. Who could tell me what profit is? How much moolah you make, like I said, and few people giggle. Close. That's how much money you make minus your cost. Mr. Bolstead started writing on the board. He's laying all money it takes to run business, such as paying workers or buying an office or factory. has been included in the cost. So how does anyone make any money? Shirley asked. And pricing their goods and services correctly, Mr. Bolstead replied. That's what you need to figure out next. Don't forget about all your costs, including the interest on your loan. A good place to start was to figure out how much you have to charge just to break even. We can make 300 patties, Sam began, but they're not very big. We should put 3 in a bag. So we have 100 bags. Too many numbers, Marcus moaned. Math scrambles my brain. Shirley's eyes narrowed. This is easy stuff. You didn't have to figure out how many batches. We could make for 100 bolstead bucks and not have many leftovers. Math and numbers, brain scrambled me, gone. Marcus said and fell over on his desk. Shirley and I worked together and quickly found out how much we need to charge payments to break open. Then we agreed to charge 3 bolstead bucks and figure out 4 total profit. That doesn't sound like much, Marcus said. Don't worry, we have a secret weapon. I said, tapping figure on a stack of paper. A big day. It was finally Friday, and students were lined up in front office to pick up the bolstead bucks. They had earned for doing chores around school. A few even tried to sneak in a few more projects to earn some extra cash. It was incredibly yes, a lot more than I thought I'd be. Probably because Shirley and I had entrusted Marcus to bring all the patties and decorations from his house. Shirley met me on the way to the gym and gave me an uneasy look that spoke volumes. She was terrified, as I was. We found nothing in the gym. No Marcus, no decorations, no patties. Shirley's eyes grew very wide. Her face turned red. And started breathing funny. And we were laughing. I was going to fail too. The other students were all setting up their booths. One looked like a fortune teller. Another like a skateboard shop with handmade posters. The booth across from our looked like a clothing store. They were obviously selling paper dolls, which did nothing to help Shirley's mood. Suddenly, the doors opened, and Marcus yelled, "Hey guys, I need your help!" He had all our decorations and big box of mints, as well as our paper recipe. I was working on our sign this morning, and I missed the bus. What do you think? It's amazing! I said, Marcus had made our sign look as though it came from a real candy store. It said, "Little Dolly's Mints," in different colored letters. You're a fantastic artist. We never actually talked about a name, and it's a colonel here. I'm going to appreciate this. Marcus said, "It'll work," Shirley said, though she couldn't hide her smile. We had barely finished setting up, and students began to flood in the gym. They wandered around for a while, examining each of the booths. Then, as someone had shot a assault pistol, they went on a spending frenzy. By the end of the period, we had only 2 bags of mints and 10 recipes left. Shirley and I each totaled up how much money we had made and figured out our profit. It seemed like a lot to us. We didn't know how much any of other booths had earned. We gave one team Miss Bolstead, and with a sigh of relief, we went to our next class. The announcement. Monday was tortured until we made it to Mr. Bolstead's class. And was sat quietly, still nervous to talk, waiting for him to announce the winner. Mr. Bolstead came in carrying 3 whole pizzas. "I know what you're all waiting for," he said, staying in front of class, "but I can't tell you till the end of the period. A class groaned in nation, and Mr. Bolstead laughed. You are just too easy. Okay, the winner is, he paused and looked around the room for announcing in a loud voice, Lou Dolly's mints. Shirley and I cheered. Marcus divided for the pizza. He took one slice and started handing boxes around to the class. Selling recipes was really a stroke of genius, Mr. Bolstead said. It made a lot of money. May you be a millionaire too, Shirley whispered to me, but only if you have a great manager like me and a great worker like Marcus. Bye.